Good morning, happy Friday, welcome to the pit stop. If it's Friday morning and you see our two smiling faces, you know it's Friday. You know it's pit stop day. How's it going, everybody? How's it going, Amir?
I'm doing good, buddy. How are you? It's my 14th Friday in a row for me, so I'm doing great, buddy. I'm excited. I'm happy.
Very nice. Joa is unsubbing if Sean is clean shaved. No, I'm scruff. I'm a little scruffy, so you don't have to unsub, but I'm gonna shave today.
I see the little scruffies.
Yeah, that's just because I'm lazy and behind. I've been working really hard. And Tom Jones, hey Tom Jones,
what's up?
Check this out. I am drinking some seriously gourmet shit right here. Oh, I swear, I don't care. You know what? Decency's gone. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. My coffee's bitter, and so am I. Decency's gone, and now let's get on with the show. How are you doing? How are you doing on this fine Friday, Amir?
I'm doing great, man. Just been, like I said, I've been downsizing the house, and then, just trying to get ready for my next move, my next job. So, instead of waiting till the last minute to pack everything up and figure out what I want to do with things, so, right now I'm just going through everything now. Yeah, just downsizing what I haven't used, in the last couple of years and getting rid of it.
Oh, you're not going to do it on 5 days' notice and a total...
No, not like how you did it and be stressed out, tearing my hair out,
I'm still
I'm not gonna...
I have still not calmed down. I've not had any time to regroup, and I am still, I was just, last night I was looking for something, and I'm like, I can't find anything... Because I tried to get back to work because I'm so far behind, I didn't finish getting moved in, and I just feel like my whole life is in purgatory. That's how I really feel. My whole life is in purgatory right now. It's just so awful. Oh, can't wait till I feel like I'm home. I don't feel home still.
But at least I see in your camera that hey, you got the studio set up. You've been filming, it seems like you're getting things going again, and you're ready to rock and roll, man.
I triaged. That's what I did.
Okay.
I literally triaged. It was like, okay, I have to get back to filming as quickly as I possibly can. I need to get my kitchen functional as quick as possible so I can make dinner and food and be normal. I need, an operational living room and bedroom. But beyond that, everything, if you open a closet, it's just like, what the hell am I going to do about that? Anyway, all right, enough of that. I'll get myself in a frenzy if we keep going. How are we doing our frames? Look at that.
We're doing good, buddy.
I'm seeing a few. I got a good, clean stream, but... what is up with this system? I think this computer is dying.
I don't see any freezes on my end.
No, it's 2.1% or 668 frames, which is pretty small, actually.
Right.
But it's, I mean, it should say 0.
Right.
So I'm not happy about it. But I actually do think that this computer is dying. It's been doing some weird things with the graphics card, turning off and then turning back on, and weird startup issues. And it's like, ooh, I think that computer, and not to mention, Windows is about to kill support for Windows 10, right?
Nah, this still got, I think they extended it for a couple more years.
Oh, I thought it was getting ready.
Or next year. I can't remember. I think it's next year they're going to pull the plug.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
So I might be kind of screwed there.
Nah, I mean, dude, I've been having the same issues with this PC too, my editing PC. I feel like now every time, because not the Pimax video, but the video before, I've had audio sync issues. Even though everything should be running smooth and everything's running great, I feel like every time I want to record and edit videos, I have to reboot the machine to make sure everything gets cleaned up. So I think maybe it's time for this to be reformatted and cleaned up again, because I haven't really formatted this PC in 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
So it might be,
I should probably take this one out. Hey, this is for all of you who think about the same thing. I probably need to take this computer outside and
Mm-hmm.
just blow the living hell out of it. And I might even
That
need to
too.
like pop the video card out, clean the slots, put it back in, maybe replace a fan or two, even if they're not spinning properly or look just. And if I am going to get more out of this PC, I'm going to have to give it a little reconditioning of some sort. Yeah, I'm seeing
Yeah.
yellow. I'm seeing red. We're dropping frames as we speak. Oh my god.
It's You could just blame it on me. That's all. That's all right, buddy.
It's not a blame issue. It's my ability to handle any more things not going well. That is where it is. I'm sorry, everyone. I was afraid of this morning. I'm like, if things can just go right on the stream, I think I can keep it together. But if things go wrong on the stream, I'm going to lose my... I'm just going to leave the disclaimer up for the rest of the show. Yeah. All right. On with the news. I'm going to get the news done and I'm going to get out of here. No, what? What did
let's,
you...
let's I was gonna say let's say hi to everybody in the chat first.
All right, you say hi.
We gotta wish everybody a good day. So we got Tom Jones in here, Jesse Fox, Alesh Mom. Who else do we got? We got Joe Antonio, Daniel. We got Ken Estep, Sam Hinchy. Make sure I mention. We got Edgar Sanchinelli, Star Fox. He's here too. We're not gonna restart, man. We just started. Sean almost went off on a tangent, but we saved it.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in and joining us on a Friday. And Heiko's here too, as we go through what's going on in the Sim Pit and sim racing news. With that, back to Sean Cole.
Yes, Tom, that is a blue light across the bottom of my floor behind me. Actually, guys, I'm in full studio mode right now, so you can see all of my tripods and lights set up, and the blue light's on for, I guess. Actually, I kind of like it. Maybe I will turn it on for pit stops. Normally, I don't turn that on for pit stops. So yeah. All right, like I said, I'm in a really not good mood looking at this red blinking light flashing at me at OBS, and our frame drops are up to 1,000, which means if it hasn't already, it's going to start buffering the stream, and that makes me so fucking mad. I'm no more filter. All right. All right, yeah, so 2 videos this week. The Moza Lamborghini Essenza video I did get out after the show, as it was in the evening, so we speculated what time. I did meet the midnight hour. Everyone thought I'd fail that, but no, I beat it by a couple hours. And yeah, so the Essenza.
Have your thoughts changed on it at all since reviewing it? I know, or is it, or you still got the same kind of thoughts on it when you so you did 2 videos on it, right? Where you did the first look and then you did the actual review. Like, has your mindset changed on it at all, or are you still holding the same firm belief that this is a good rim, but it's still a niche rim for people that enjoy Lamborghinis?
Oh, I think it's both.
Okay.
And it can be both simultaneously. It's a fantastic wheel, and it is also super gimmicky. So, am I advising everyone run out and get one? It's like, well, no, because if that gimmickiness doesn't work for you, then it's not a good wheel, regardless of anything about it. So, and that's why I've been so happy with the amount of diversity of steering wheels that we've seen in the last 2 years. And I say it every time I review a wheel. I mean, the wheel rim, more than any other component we use, is one of those, beauties in the eye of the beholder.
Right.
Like I know you like purple.
I do.
Right?
It's the best color in the world.
So for a no-brainer to me is that you might actually find a wheel that has some kind of a purple color scheme more attractive than a different color, because that's your color, right?
Yep.
And so that's the beauty in this, is that sometimes it's the color, sometimes it's the materials, sometimes it's the layout, sometimes it's the functionality. And I encourage these companies, as long as they can understand that the more they give us more diversity, the more it's going to drop sales for each unit. Yep. Because if I give you 20 variations, well, some are going to like that one, some are going to like that one, and you might have a bestseller, but you're really going to be spreading those sales across your entire lineup, or the entire industry's lineup even. So as long as we're okay with that, the selection is beautiful. And so yeah, I think this is one that fits a distinct, buyer, and it's unique enough that it's going to find buyers who want it, for some of those unique qualities. And then there's just no getting past the big 3 or 5 marquee names that, hey, anyone's going to be happy to have, Ferrari, McLaren, Lamborghini, proudly displayed on their rig. So I like that. Now, with all that said, you're paying money for the gimmick. The more licensing we throw in, the more you're going to have to pay just before you even get to building the wheel. You're paying for Lamborghini. Anyway, I really enjoy the wheel. I don't know that it would have been a wheel for me. So just getting back to the whole marquee thing, I'm not going to get into the politics of this, but I think for me as an analyst, there's a distinct difference between a Ferrari owner and a Lamborghini owner. And I'm not going to pass judgment on the two different groups, but they are a distinct group of people, different. I am more of a Ferrari guy, and I am more of the mindset of Ferrari owners. Ferrari owners do not wrap their cars, right? You're not going to find some chrome wrapped Ferrari.
Depending on what country you come from, but I will. Yeah, sure.
But on a Lamborghini, that's like business as usual, right?
Yeah.
And it's just a mindset difference. Like, you don't modify a Ferrari, but you do modify a Lamborghini, or people do. And that's when, so for me, that's kind of where it's at. And so, yeah, I'm more of a Ferrari guy. But many people, and I'm not passing judgment, it's just, what are you all about? What's your version of automotive love, right? And so, yeah, I think that for a lot of people, the Lamborghini name means more to them than Ferrari at this point, because Ferrari is for old farts, right? That's it. And as I say that, I'm proclaim that I'm a Ferrari. Ferrari is for old farts, right?
I don't know. I'd say like I'd say maybe like 5 years ago, you're probably right. But I think with the popularity of Ferrari in motorsports now, because I think I look back and look at it, like, for the most part, like if I look at motorsports, especially when it came to like Lamborghini or any of the other manufacturers, excluding Ferrari for right now, they always all these other manufacturers take risks on rookies, and they try to give them a drive and say like, hey, we're the ones that built this driver. And usually those young drivers are the ones that bring in the young crowds, right? And like, not many young people support the older drivers. Whereas now, I think like Ferrari made that churn where, I think ever since Charles Leclerc, they were sort of going after the younger and younger drivers, and they've been bringing in those younger fan bases in with them. So I don't know if I'd say Ferrari's for old farts anymore. Maybe, I don't think that's the case anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, real Ferraris are.
Yeah, I mean, because they're so damn expensive, right?
Well, and also, here's the other thing for someone, as I proclaim myself the old fart Ferrari lover. Right. I also don't like new cars. So like, as Lamborghini and Ferrari continue to make new cars, I mean, you have to go back 20 years till you get into when I start thinking cars are really cool. So it's sort of a moot point moving forward in time. And I don't even know that Ferraris would remain unmodded. Well, Ferrari's such sticklers. That's the other reason about.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah,
Ferrari doesn't let you.
Yeah, the minute you mod a Ferrari, you're blacklisted. From
it's the last Ferrari you'll ever own. Well, through them, if they can control it. And you know what? If you're selling a Ferrari, and Ferrari's like, if you sell it to that guy, we'll never sell you another Ferrari. Because that's how on top of their inventory they are.
Because I think who was it? There was that Netflix show where they take older cars, they fix them up and turn them into they rebuild them, and they who was it? I think it was like Gotham Garage. I think it was that they bought a used Ferrari and modded it. Dude, they got so much shit from Ferrari about it because I mean, first of all, the car didn't look that good
Right.
after they did all their, enhancements to it. But oh my God, they ended up getting so much shit from Ferrari about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Lamborghini is like, whatever. You want another one? No problem.
Right? Yeah. I mean,
All
I
right.
think like what is it at that time? Like Kobe, yeah, Kobe, yeah. His wife doesn't know how to drive manual, and they built her an automatic transmission so she could drive the car.
Uh huh.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. All right. All right, enough of that. Enough Lamborghini. New video just out yesterday by Amir, the Pimax Crystal Light. So I've wanted this, but as I sit here
I know.
telling you, my potato is running out of acid to even be able to produce electricity. No more alkalinity left in this potato. They wouldn't send me a Pimax. Anyway, but Amir, running a little bit more on the state of the art level of computing, was able to get one.
Yeah.
And yeah, so what'd you think of that? I mean, well,
Dude,
I don't know. Don't tell too much. I want him to go watch the review.
yeah, I mean, yeah, you got to watch the video. I really, yeah, I really enjoyed it. You know me, we've had this chat about VR and triples and everything. I'm not really much of a VR sim racer, and I tried everything. I tried a lot of the VRs from what is it, the old Samsung Galaxy all the way up to the Oculus, and it was always the screen door effect, always the screen door effect that kind of threw me out. And this thing, dude, it was like I'm actually sitting in the virtual game. Like the screen is so crystal clear. It was so good that yeah, like damn, dude, like this is a really good. If you are a sim racer and you don't want to spend the money on the normal crystal, dude, the crystal light
Gets you
is
everything
right
you
there.
need,
It's
and just
everything you need to be a sim racer. Yeah.
it's like a stripped down. The screen door thing to me is an interesting conversation, and I don't know how
Mhm.
many people will be able to relate to what I'm about to say, but I've never lived, but I know the analogy. Have you ever lived near like an oil refinery? It smells
Yep.
like farts the whole
Yep.
time, right? But if you live there long enough, you actually don't smell it unless like a crosswind happens or something happens to change your environment. You get very desensitized to the smell. I suffer from tinnitus, so I have ringing in my ears. All right.
Right.
If I sit in a chair in a silent room and I sit there and I think about it and listen to the ringing in my ears, it is deafening how loud it is. But
Mhm.
it's shocking how often it is completely unnoticeable to me, even though it's constant, right? And it's because I get desensitized to that and I learn how to hear around it, kind of thing. I felt the screen door was always the same way. Like, if you get obsessed over it and you focus on it and you look for it, it will never go away. It will be as stinky as the farty refinery.
Yep.
Um, and on the other hand, if you can just step back and just not think about it and just play, right? Or just,
Yeah.
that it goes away. And even with like my Oculus Rift, I don't see a screen door when I'm playing anymore. When I first
Yeah.
started using it, it was so annoying that I couldn't get
Yeah.
over it. So again, anybody who's ever tried VR and had the screen door be part of the reason they didn't like it, I would urge you to try it again. Maybe have a drink or alter your mind in some way and then try it. Or do something so that you're not going to focus on the screen door. Because even the worst of them, you don't have to see that if you don't want to. Just like
Yeah.
I don't have to smell this farty refinery. And I don't have to hear my tinnitus, which I hear right now even in my headphones, strange enough. Because I was talking about it,
Yeah.
perhaps. So, all right. Hey Andrew, how you doing? Any more hellos? Edgar, did you say hello to Edgar?
Edgar. I don't think I said hello to Edgar. Edgar, hello. Andrew, hello.
Dan DiMaggio.
Dan, the man, the Bushman, or not Jones, DiMaggio.
Joe DiMaggio. Dan Joe DiMaggio.
Dan Bushman DiMaggio.
You must be
I miss
related.
Dan.
That's such a not common name. You must have some relation. Is he like some 8th cousin, Dan?
Maybe. And we got David Payne in the chat now too. Yeah.
Oldest is here. On a
Oldest,
CD
yeah.
one, just don't care about the screen door. Same like I didn't the bezels. It's actually very similar to bezels if you think about it. Like I have had times in my life where I was so consumed and angered by the bezels, right?
Hmm.
And then other times like where you're just like I only see it if I need to. I only need to be annoyed. I only am annoyed by it if I need to be annoyed by it. But like it doesn't have to be there if you just stop focusing on it.
Yeah.
TGIF
Hey,
indeed. I
it is.
need it. Dude, tinnitus sucks so bad, David Payne. I have a few issues that are really bothering me right now. The tinnitus, there's nothing I can do about it. The other is my sleeping has gotten really, really, really bad. And it's my back, and it's all my own. It's not my own doing, but all I need to do is do some exercise and some stretches, and I will not have a fucked up back every night. But I'm lazy, and I don't. But that's another. Those are the two things that right now make me feel really old: is my lack of sleep,
Yeah.
or ability to sleep, and my tinnitus.
Yeah. I'll say Tiago. Okay. Yeah, Edgar already answered your question. Jaxer, hey Jaxer, how you doing, buddy? I met Jaxer. He's another content creator. I met him at the Sim Expo. Super nice gentleman, lovely guy to talk to, man. Yeah.
Right on.
So I'll say Andrew, like they do make glass inserts for VR. I mean, that's an option too, for people that wear glasses, which make it a lot more comfortable with the glasses. If you are thinking about getting into VR.
I look pink. It's my lighting. Here, let me change my color balance a little.
Yeah.
I'm not pink. I think my 4000K was from my old lighting. And
Well, why is you fix that? Dan, when are you gonna be coming back for more content, buddy? I miss your content. I wanna hear the truth.
that might look a little better.
Yeah.
I'm still pretty pink. I'm not pink! God damn it! Never been called pink.
I mean, we're all pink on the inside, right?
It reminds me of Mike and Dave. Moist.
Moist.
I'm gonna adjust. I gotta turn it down even more. Alright, we have to work on our lighting. Someone called me
Hey,
pink.
what's up, rude boy?
Alright, there. That looks a little better. How's that? Is that better, peoples? Alright.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing in real time. It looks good to me, man. I won't worry about it too much.
Alright. Sean who point.
Because what is it? Because for your stream camera, you're using the Logitech HD cam, right?
Yeah.
Then, dude, I hate that camera so much. Because every time, because I have that camera on my actual sim rig, every single time I boot up OBS, I have to reset the colors and fix the colors every single time. It never saves my settings.
Yeah.
I've tried, changing the settings outside of OBS. I've done it inside of OBS.
I've
uninstalled, reinstalled, and I have to redo it every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm wearing a Simpit hoodie. Check it out. Check it.
Ooh.
That's all it says on the front of the SP, though. I got my colored sleeves. This thing's pretty old. I need to order a new one, but I have no budget. It's the pink filter.
There you go.
All right, Roots. That's a weird.
Yeah, it's weird that.
Go ahead. Sorry, I'm gonna play. I hit play. You talk.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's interesting that the name that the Project Motorsport motor racing guys are using is like for all their videos, like Roots and episode 2, 3. But I like that they're making actually these episodes and showcasing like the different things that they've been working on for Project Motor Racing. I want to call it the other name, but I'm trying to stick with the new name for Project. It's not. Yeah, it's. I don't like this new name. I prefer the old name.
Well, and if you wanted to distance yourself from the old name, why wouldn't you like change your name? Project Cars.
Well, like
Project.
Yeah, right.
Like what?
It's too much. Like, because what is it? What was it? What was it supposed to be called before? It escapes me.
I still pull that other Twitter page up, but I can't remember what it was.
But like to me, like yeah, it sounds like it's too much like Project Cars, which I know Project Cars left a bad taste in everybody's mouth. It's like I don't know why you would go back to a name that's similar to it, but whatever. Well, hopefully it's not going to be anything like the last Project Cars.
Hopefully. Dan, thank you. Yeah, I'm liking. I didn't. This studio I went with a lot more bright. I mean, I didn't want all white because that would just look unfinished. So we sort of did some of those Star Wars death tiles, trimming the corners and the bottom, and then a blue and orange stripe, and then the white. And, yeah, I think so far I'm liking it. I still have some finish work to do. It's just kind of thrown up there to see if it worked. And now that it is, I have to like find the tiles that are falling off the wall and attach them a little better. But yeah. P-Cars version 2.5. Anyway,
that's what AMS2 is. But yeah, it's a good video. I mean, they're talking about how they give you like an in-depth look at the physics engine, how they're working on the physics engine for this video. So it's a pretty good watch.
Project Cars, whatever we want to call it. Ultimately, I know I've talked a lot of smack. I'm not a huge Ian Bell fan, as you all know. But with that said, I'm also a straight shooter. I call it like I see it. Project Cars has been a very important and maybe even one of the more influential sim racing titles to come about. They do a great job on the marketing end. They do a great job of making a game that actually intrigues sim racers to wanting to play it and wanting it to be great, and yet it's actually somewhat built for the new racer as they expand our market. And so that's why I do look forward to it, is because this game will be one of the games. You know, you see a lot of titles that have come out, and they come out and they're very sim-centric, and it's like, wow, they're just like trying to, scavenge 10, 20, 50% of the existing sim racing market, right? They're not even marketing to a new crowd, so to speak. And I feel that this game will bring us a whole new wave of sim racers, and that's ultimately really good. So.
No, yeah, it's good, man. That's what I remember. GTR Revival. That's what it's supposed to be called. GTR Revival. But no, I'll go back to the things that, I mean, again, it's because of so many things. I'm kind of negative toward Project Cars because of all the promises they made and they never, fulfilled. But one thing I will give him, like you're saying, like I gotta give him credit. The Madness engine was a really good engine, and like I don't know if the Project Car guys took full advantage of it, but AMS2 was able to take full advantage of it. I'm not gonna say now with their latest update with how they've messed around with the physics, but for a long while, AMS2 was. I mean, the graphics are great. The night-day transitions, the coloring, everything was just beautiful with that engine. It just works. Like, it wasn't very graphically demanding on your PC either, but it still, still gave out beautiful graphics to drive. So I'll give them that credit for that.
Look at that. The Lister. No, that's a Jaguar. I thought that was a Lister Storm because it said Storm. Yeah, Lister Storm. Why is
that's that's a Lister Storm. Yeah, that's like their pet car for the series.
Oh, are they running a Jaguar motor in the Lister Storm? Is that what's going on?
I don't know.
Anybody remember the Lister Storm
I don't remember what
from
engine.
Sports Car GT? That was a big. That was a big deal.
I think it's like I am Bell's favorite car, the Lister Storm. That's why they're featuring it so heavy. Yeah,
it's a cool car.
It is. I mean, it was a great GT car back in the day. Yeah.
So not only did we have that episode 3 of their Root series building up anticipation for the title, there's an article here from Overtake, and I'm not going to get too deep into it, but you can find it at Overtake if you like. And they're talking about how Straightforward Studio surprised itself with Project Motor Racing's tire model. So I didn't take the time. I'll go back and read that a little bit later, probably, and see what they're talking about. But when I hear tire models talk at this stage of development, it at this point, being as seasoned as most of us are, I kind of laugh a little bit, right? I mean, like, okay, yes, of course you're gonna say that because that's what you have to say. But we'll see what my steering wheel thinks.
Yep.
So.
No, and you're right, Andrew. Ben Collins is like heavily involved in Project Motor Race, the Project Motor Racing title. He's been like the driver to go like to give the feedback and everything with building with the physics engine, the tire engine, everything. Like he's playing a huge part in it.
But that doesn't mean anything either. I mean, we've seen
True.
that before. Not from Ben. But I mean, we've seen that over and over and over. The biggest names in racing praising and talking about the development work and the ground up and blah, 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 blah. Just, we'll see. We'll see. I will, like many things that in my life right now, I'm going to remain super optimistic. Yep. And yet, I'm gonna hope for the best. I'm gonna prepare for the worst. That's my motto.
Exactly.
That is my credo. It's my code. All right, iRacing, their biggest iRacing sale of the year is going on right now. Do you remember when this was a really good sale? Now it's just sort of like,
oh yeah.
I mean, it was like if you missed out on Black Friday, you missed out. Now, okay, yeah, 25% off of renewals and reactivations. I guess no ability to buy content on Black Friday, huh?
No, and it will stack too. So if you already have a sub, it will stack on top of your subs. Like let's say like your sub doesn't expire until April.
Right.
That's when you buy it now. It will stack up too. Yeah.
If you are considering iRacing, it is the time. I mean, 25% off. Or if you've never done it, you can get 50% off of a new membership. So you can buy 2 years right now for like dirt cheap. I was having this conversation with somebody just the other day about iRacing. We were talking about the cost, and I was like, yeah, but you know what? iRacing is only expensive if you're like, I have to have all the content, or I need everything that comes out. If you get into iRacing and you just were to buy a 2-year membership and you're going to get the base content, and then you just started working on your licensing and only buying the content you needed for the series that you were targeting, and if you want to run multiple cars, you might even want to see, maybe I can find series that use common tracks, so I don't have to buy 10 tracks, I only have to buy 7 tracks. But my point here, I have a buddy who races and has been he's one of the OG, his user ID is under 30,000, right? So he is one of the OGs, and he still races it to this day. And his whole thing is he buys a new membership every Black Friday. He races 2 series every season so that he gets his iRacing bucks.
Yeah.
And then he uses his iRacing bucks to buy the content that he needs. Now, since he's been doing it since the beginning, he has most of the tracks that he needs, but when a new one does come out, he usually has a little bit of a free budget. Well, if all you're paying for is membership, I mean, it's like a fraction of the cost of even Netflix if you bought 2 years on Black Friday. I mean, what is Netflix now? What is Amazon Prime? So when you think of like it's like, well, the service itself isn't that much.
Right.
And when you consider the amount of quality servers that are provided, it's like, well, that alone, I mean, so all right. Anyway, if you want iRacing, it's a good time to re-up. Or if you have iRacing and you want to, if you are near the end of your iRacing and you need to re-up, you'll be kicking yourself if you can get 25% off. I can tell you that. Like Amir said, so you don't have to wait for it to expire to do it. Assetto Corsa, they didn't name it a Black Friday, but how can we not call any posted sale or special Black Friday, right? Or counter Black Friday, programming maybe. But Assetto Corsa is selling what they're calling the Assetto Corsa Competizione Plus bundle, which includes all 9 DLCs. I don't have a cost here. I'll pull that up. We'll look at it real quick. What does it cost for all of them?
I think it's like $60
$59.05.
Yeah. $60.
$160, $170 worth of content technically.
Yep.
So
I think that this is them prepping for the final hoorah for ACC. Before Evo comes out. Yeah.
And it just got an update that they weren't going to do, didn't it?
No, they said they potentially are going to release one final update. But that's it. That's all they said. Is just maybe potentially will release one final update, but they haven't released gone further than that yet.
We have a video here of Le Mans Ultimate.
That's what I'm excited for.
What have I done? Shit. Oh, double shit. There we go. Okay, we restored normal.
Oh, there you go. Okay. I'm super excited for this.
GT3s. GT3s. There's a shot of the Aston Martin. Do you know that for the first 30 years of my life, I called those Austin Martins? I don't know why I threw a little U in between the A and the S. But...
Or you wanted to try to sound like you're a sophisticated Brit? Austin Martin.
Austin Martin.
Whoa, you sound a little bit like GM there.
Don't let anyone hear that I ever did that. I don't do that.
But he imitates you all the time.
I know. Well, but he does it so good. But it's so
Hey guys,
easy.
look at me! I'm Sean Cole, and we're going to be talking about the G9C.
No one can do me like me. I'm sorry. That's what she said. Oh wait, are those? I don't care. Decency's gone. I don't care. I told you. I warned you all. No more filter. I'm unfiltered.
They come here for the news and they leave with laughter.
Yeah, or tears.
Or
I thought Sean was a nice guy. Oh, no, he's horrible. All right. Anyway, so yeah, GT3 is coming along.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we already did that. I had the video. I had that big. I did the little Twitter format. Here's the bigger one. You want audio?
Yeah, that should be coming out. I think ended this month, early next month. The GT3 should be coming out. So yeah, if you got LMU and you actually want to experience WEC's current season, yeah, you'll be able to do it at the end of this month, early next month when you can get the GT3 content. Because I believe they're going to be releasing 2 packs of GT3s, and each one's going to come with a free GT3 car, where you can have a total of 9 GT3s if you buy all the packs.
Amir is doing an impression of a guy doing an impression. Impressive.
Amir's the guy that's playing a guy that's playing another guy.
All right, I have not watched this, so I don't know what we're about to see. BeamNG with another video this week.
Yo.
What do you think about the leaks?
Oh man, I don't know why people want leaks, you know? To me it just feels like it's not that aesthetically pleasing, but if the people want some leaks, we could get them some leaks.
Yeah, okay.
We're gonna get them some leaks?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay,
let's go.
Okay, let's do it, let's do it.
Oh, I don't even have my audio on.
We
You
have
can hear what you're
found
saying.
We're
They're gonna literally get leaks.
Good leaks for the people that want to see some leaks, so we're gonna
I don't think that's what
maybe
they
get
meant.
2 leaks. Is good enough.
Yeah, not leak. Or is it Leek or Leak?
Isn't this exciting? Look
Oh,
at this. I don't know why people want to see these.
the vegetable leaks.
They look really good.
I know. I spent some time, trying to find the best leaks. You know, like the best leaks.
It's not a
I could
leak.
find.
That's not a
And
leak.
yeah, I don't know. Do they want to
Disappointing me, BeamNG. Disappointing me.
And you know what else? Like an SNL skit that was funny for like 10 seconds. That's when you gotta end it, right? Right? You just okay, dude. The joke's over. Now you're just boring. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not in a good mood. I'm gonna be a dick. BeamNG is so good now. It is such a fantastic title. I heavily support and endorse those guys. And if you haven't tried it, please go buy it and try it, because it's a great game and it deserves a lot more attention than it gets. And by attention, I mean money, because when people buy it, they get money, and then when they get money, they get ability to continue developing the game. That's the way it works. In case you didn't know the economics of this, that is how that works. No money, no development. Edgar, I feel the exact same way. I know it is sim related, but not sim racing related. But where did that go? I lost it. Where'd it go? Shit. But anyway, Edgar was talking about having Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and not using it enough. Like, I wish I had used it more, because I do love it, right? But like, I just don't use it enough. And then now they have the new one coming out, and it's like, do I justify doing the same thing? Am I going to buy yet another version of MSFS to wish that I was a pilot, to wish that I would fly more, to then in the end maybe not fly more? And then I have yet another unused title.
I mean, pretty soon I'm gonna have my second rig. I'm gonna have my flight peripherals on it. We can have a fly off.
A fly off.
Since we can't, we can have a fly off.
I don't have a second rig.
But you got the flight controls you can put on your rig, right? We could do some DCS aerial combat, or fly from
So right now, as I was talking about not being fully moved in, right? This
Yeah.
right now is one of those fold-up desks, right?
Right.
This is going to be replaced with a sheet of wood, giving me a little bit more legroom, and a little more stability. When I do that, I am going to actually drill holes through the wood to bolt down my flight gear.
Okay.
So that is coming.
I mean, I don't know if I'll be up and running before my move, but once my move is up, let's do a fly off.
Fly off. Okay.
Yeah, who can traverse the Atlantic the quickest, or who can shoot down somebody the first? There you go.
I've given up on DCS, and I even, to an extent, people are going to hate me for saying this, I even gave up on ILS. I just don't... I am a sim racer.
Mm-hmm.
So as much as I'd love to be the simulation flight guy, I don't like... I honestly, getting back to Flight Simulator, I love doing all of the proper navigation and doing a whole flight plan and doing the traffic controller stuff and sticking to your flight plan and even doing some ILS instrument landings, in total fog. I love that. But it takes so long to figure out how to do all the frequencies, how to get it all set up, how to get it working, and then even to how to actually fly it properly, that it would massively take away from my sim racing. Massively. And then the same thing with any of the flight sim combat ones. Like if we're talking like DCS, man, I wish I didn't have a job, because if I didn't have a job, I would just go from like DCS and like I remember when I had a Warthog stick and I was flying the A-10, which is a really tough plane to fly, but I was actually getting good at it because I learned how to do. I had all my controls set up right, but that takes forever, a lot longer than it takes to drive a car. And I was going through all the procedures of, you turn this on, then you turn this on, then you turn that on. Right. Now you can fire up your engine. At one point, but again, it's like it's a full-time hobby. I was gonna say job, but yeah.
But I will counter you. I will counter you. We're not called the Sim Racing channel. We're called the Sim Pit.
That is right. But I have not subjected you guys to the latest sim.
I know, but so we could say when we're not racing during our off seasons, we could probably squeeze in a couple of sim flight sim content and challenge each other a little bit when we don't have any racing going on.
I've done a little just for the purpose of the content. But yeah, I would love to be more of a flight pilot.
I mean, I would say we won't even do it like super serious either. We just like maybe get on a stream one day, do it, and just BS around. Like we don't even have to be like, go with we can just act it out. We just have fun with it. Now just be not be super casual about it, not super serious.
My latest sim is not what you think it is. Yeah. No, I'm Planet Coaster 2. Look at him here. Anybody
That's not a sim.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's an economic sim.
That's not a
sim. It is
sim.
a total economic sim. Absolutely. Is SimCity a sim?
No.
It's not? It's not a simulation of city building?
Oh, I don't know. I don't play any of those games. I'm just messing with you, man.
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, like, if you wanted to be a civil engineer, right? Like, or and that was something like traffic light. Not that that's a big part of SimCity, but
right.
If traffic flow and the way a city runs and works, and I think some people are like find that fascinating, like right, and like I mean, most of us just turn on our water and we're like, whatever, I have water, right? But somewhere beneath us is a very sophisticated system that allows that water to happen and to be remotely safe. And so yeah, they are simulations. So yeah, I've been playing a lot of Planet Coaster 2. My nutshell one day review, because it just came out 2 days ago, is if you've played, now this is I'm labeling myself again. If you've played Planet Zoo, and what's the other one? Like the dinosaur one. They kind of took all of that user interface and put it into Planet Coaster. So it's very weird at first because it feels like animated and cartoony, and you're like, oh, this has to be more gamey so to use a sim racing word on it. But ultimately, I'm not enjoying it. I hope there's enough depth to it. I know it'll have a lot of hours because it's a slow game, so I'll get the gameplay out of it. But I'm not sure if there's the depth. That was my complaint at the first one. It was like, if you're good at the game, you're gonna finish all of the missions fairly quickly, and they did very little to extend that part of the game. And this is I don't know if Planet Coaster's Frontier are listening, but giving me content that is just new buildings and shit like that is not what anybody needed to expand the game. What we needed in expansions were expansions of the fucking game. Give me more missions. Right. Like, there makes me nothing more mad. And they used to do this with shooters too. Like, they give you a game and you finish it, and then they come out with content packs that are like, oh, here's a bunch of guns or camouflage packs, and it's like, I need more missions, you morons. Why do you think I bought the game?
Super spicy today.
I told you, I warned you all. I warned everybody at the beginning. I am not in a good mood. I'm drinking bitter coffee.
Well, but so I gotta ask you, like, on the roller coaster sim, can you actually like sit in first person view and actually ride the roller coasters that you create?
Totally, yeah,
okay.
You can. And you can do it while, like, you're designing them. So if you're like, now that's the other difference between the games, is getting used to their new, like, how much can it curve and bend and flip. And so when I start going to, I didn't add the rant cam. You know what? I took care of everything on my checklist from last week's show.
Tom, don't instigate. Stop instigating, Tom.
Rant cam is not on the list. But I did take care of everything else. I've been watching Amir like a hawk. Oh, no, I didn't add chat either. I missed another. All right, we got a new list going. See, I don't mind being mad at me, too. I'm spicy at me. I'm effing everything up. Everything that can be effed up, I'm doing it. Chat added to Pitstop. And now I already forgot the other one. What was the other one? Rant cam.
I'll turn the mic down levels on mine, just so we don't have to worry about Sean doing it.
What?
Oh no, I was saying that my mic levels are too high.
I thought my mic was high when I get.
I'll lower it on my side.
Rant cam, I'll have it. I will have it. We can throw this note can be thrown away, and we got our new cheat sheet. All right, what's next? Let's get out of here.
Right, let's do it, buddy.
What?
Oh, I said let's do it.
All right. EA, this is kind of cool. They are showing the fastest nations that have posted times in EA WRC 24. The fastest nation on Earth, France. France are leading the way in WRC 24. United States, second.
Why is PS5 Deadman not on there? He should be on there, right? He should be in the top 10.
You would think. I thought we had like a top league there.
Yeah. He always brags about how he's on the leaderboards and everything. He's not even in the top 10.
Finland,
that's
number
my rant.
3.
Callum, get your shit together.
Finland should probably be a little embarrassed by only being number 3. Aren't they supposed to be like the masters of rally?
The Scandinavian countries usually are. Yeah.
And then we have some top times. Isabella Luna with the, I don't know what they're doing. Like, this is the most world records, I think. Like, like top times in time trial mode, if I'm not mistaken.
No, you can set time trials. Yeah.
Brian Ostrike. I'm not going to go into why I'm. There are a few things that are really bothering me. Right, I'm not going to go into them. You can know that the majority of my problem right now is still stemming from having done the move. I don't know if I shared with you guys, but there was a scare that we were going to move. Like, literally, we were here 1 week, and we thought we were moving again immediately. And it was like, I just literally threw away all the boxes. Am I supposed to order new boxes again and do this whole friggin' nightmare? I have not recovered from it. I am still exhausted and tired and weak from it. And so now I'm at a point where anything and everything that goes on just sets me off. I'm having a really hard time regrouping and just being chill. I'm normally such a chill guy. And so I'm a little discouraged right now about it because dude, can you just smile and can you just be in a good mood. Dan, it turned all cold. It's all bitter cold. So, like, I might have lost my season. We might get one more weekend out. This weekend looks like it might be kind of warm. I think this is my prediction for this, where I live. I think it's going to be one of those really cold, really dry winters. And then in, like, March, we're going to get just flood level rains. So it's going to be super delayed winter this year. And it's going to be brutally cold because of it. One of those. My brother. So my brother goes to get massage. No, I shouldn't do the air quotes. My brother goes to get massages for real, and that's something he's done a long time in his life. I've never really been that into it, but we moved here, and my brother was like, "Dude, I don't know what it is about Santa Rosa, but like." All of the massage places look like shady massage places. So he has yet to do that since moving here. Dan, 75, I'd be out on my bike. I'd like to go today. I would actually like to go disc golfing, which I can do in the cold. That's okay. But the problem is I am so far behind on work that the minute I'm done with this, I have to really put my head down. I have to work all weekend. I have a couple races this weekend, which is going to take away from my ability to work. So I'm so far behind that there'll be I don't get any fun this week, unfortunately. So, Simra, you're renovating a dad's house so you can move in. Left in a nightmare. Oh, it's so brutal. Because all of that just goes on top of everything else, right? I mean, you still have to work. You still have to live. You still have to pay your bills. You still have to make food. You still have to go to the market, right? So, like, when you have that extra, it just comes out of fun. It comes out of all the downtime, all of the fun, and, yeah. So, forgive me. I mean, I'll keep apologizing for it. I don't... Normally, I have a little bit of extra energy to be able to fight off the bad vibes, right? That's the difference between now and like the last 10 years 20 years you guys have been watching me. Normally I have a little left over in reserves to be like, yeah, whatever. You took that hit this morning, whatever. Smile, have fun, enjoy life. That's what you do, Sean. Yep. And right now I just don't have that tank, that reserve in the tank, and it's making it really extra difficult. All right, I don't want to talk about it anymore though. Thank you, Brian, sending me good vibes. Thank you.
Yeah.
I need help in so many ways, Dan DiMaggio. David Payne off to Niagara Falls today for a quick swim before it gets too cold. Careful where you swim in Niagara, David.
Right.
I should go for a swim in Niagara. I am excited for that race tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in just a second, Edgar. We're getting there. I'm going to scan along because I think we're getting into, like, lesser news. Any thoughts, Amir? I've just been rambling. Any thoughts?
No, we're good, man. I'm just letting you. I'm using this as an opportunity for you to get to realize everything, get your therapy in with everybody in chat too. So I'm concerned this is like a therapy session right now for you.
It's becoming one. You can all send me a bill in our Discord. Rude Boy, Neil, I know it's a little off topic, but do you guys know how to enable keyboard inputs in Simhub to change the dash screen? I don't use Simhub currently. Well, I do, but I'm not using it for that. What about you? Do you know?
I do.
Mapping?
I just can't think of it off. Yeah, you can map your buttons in Simhub. I just can't remember off the top of my head. I'd have to like look on my computer, see how.
Can you map a keyboard also, or just a button on?
You can map. No, you can map on everything, on anything. You can map through Simhub. You can where it'll take inputs. I just can't remember off the top of my head how to do it.
I'm gonna try something crazy.
I mean, if you hit me up in Discord, Rude Boy, if you're in our Discord, hit me up and I'll share it with you real quick.
Rude Boy, there is a link in our description of our show here. If you type in !Discord, it'll give you a link to our Discord. If you get into Discord, and like Amir said, you could just put that in the general discussion or send him a private message. We'll do our best to steer you in the right direction. Simhub mapping dash change. I'm just checking something real quick.
No, you're good.
Do you still use ChatGPT or no?
Me? I do. Oh yeah.
I use it
I
all the
love
time,
ChatGPT,
and now
man.
I use
Me
it for
too.
things like that I never thought I would use it. So, I just am doing this for demonstration for you guys. Just because, again, if you've not used ChatGPT or other AI, ChatGPT is my favorite AI. The ones that are browser based, I find, are unfortunately too integrated into wanting to be a browser, and it's like, no, I want you to just be AI. Don't stop trying to be super Alexa, or super Siri. I want AI. Anyway, I just literally went to ChatGPT and typed in the words, and I'm just giving this as an example because if you've never used this as a to find answers to things you're trying to do. I mean, you can code, with ChatGPT. All I typed into it was Simhub mapping dash change, and it just gave me a whole thing saying changing dash layouts in Simhub is a straightforward process. Whether you're using a pre-made dashboard or customizing your own, here's how you can map dashboard change to a button or key so that you can switch dashboards on the fly. Step 1, create or install dashboards, and it tells you how. Step 2, set up dashboards in Simhub. Step 3, assign dash switching to a key or button. In Simhub, go to the Control and Events tab. Scroll down to the Dash Studio section where you'll find options for next dash and previous dash. Map a button or key. Click on next dash and press a button or key you want to cycle through the dashboards. That's how you do it. Anyway, if you need more help, though, hit us up. I wasn't trying to use that as an excuse. Hey, Dan DiMaggio and Tom, I gave you the Borat earlier, but Amir was talking. I didn't thank you. Thank you, Tom Jones. I didn't get you earlier, but
Yeah. Blame me.
no, I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming me. I was. Okay, so anyway, hopefully got you there covered there, Rude Boy.
Mm-hmm.
Dirge is getting some acupuncture. I've never
Lucky guy.
done that.
It's so good, dude. It's so therapeutic. I used to do it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is so good.
I might need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me sucks. Me is not good AI. Me is a joke, and that's how we use it, right? Okay, Gran Turismo October update. New extra menu. The number 41 collection Audi TT 3.2, Audi Sport Quattro S1 Pikes Peak Edition from 87. Absolutely classic car, that one. Anyone who knows Audis knows that car very well.
That Quattro.
The Audi R18. Do you guys remember when the first open cockpit Audi I don't remember if it was it an R18 then too?
No, the R8. It was before that. I think the R18 was the LMP car.
Okay, yeah. This was back before
it was
LMP
before.
even existed. This is when it was just prototype division.
Yeah.
That car massacred everything else on the racetrack for 3 years, 2 years, 3 years straight.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they lost a single friggin' race. That thing was one of the most dominant cars ever in motor racing history, in my opinion. Anyway, so some cool Audis coming to Gran Turismo. And that's all I have to say about that. Forza!
Ooh.
Which of the new 2024 next-gen NASCAR cars in Forza Motorsport is your favorite? And they're showing off the fleet of new-gen NASCARs. And so you can choose to drive yourself. Let's see, we're looking at the Camaro, we're looking at the Mustang, and a Toyota, and the Yoda.
That might be an excuse for you to give it a try again.
It didn't say anything about enhanced force feedback.
I don't know, because I think it's been close to a year since you last took a look at it, right?
Yeah, but I have spies. I have people who want me to love Forza, and they give me information, and I have yet to have any of them come back and say, okay, they finally fixed the force feedback that made you never want to play it again. And so since I'm still standing on their force feedback is the worst in the industry, I am not going to play it until I hear that. So, I mean, I could be wrong. It could have happened and I missed it, but I've looked at all their updates.
I haven't followed any Forza news. Ever since you did the video on it, I haven't followed any Forza news since then. Yeah.
Dan's seeing some positive Forza NASCAR and talk in Facebook groups.
So the question is it better than the last NASCAR heat? Because that's the standard,
That's the
right?
standard.
No, it's not.
Just try it. Just try
I'm
it.
sorry, I couldn't keep a straight face.
Star Fox, I'd like to try it, I guess, but right now I am literally, you don't see it on the camera. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's something missing. I have boxes stacking up around me because I've been off the air, and so I have a lot of work to do. It's going to make it really hard to try NASCAR on Forza. And do a live stream called "What Is This Crap?" and talk smack about Forza for a few hours. Yeah. All right, that's it on Forza. Oh, I have to go to the bathroom. Yeah, it's been an hour. Apparently, that's as long as I can go. Here we have a video, 30 seconds of now. It's called Forza. That's not enough time to go to the bathroom. My brother and I watched Days of Thunder the other day.
I heard rumors they might be making a second one.
I heard that too. I did hear that. Yeah, Rude Boy, now part of the crew, part of the pit crew. Sim racing isn't about enjoying yourself, it's about selling something.
Right. I wonder if it's gonna be like Cars 3, where like, yep, Tom Cruise knows he's not as fast anymore. Now he's got to, give way to the rookie or try to make a comeback. I don't know.
You guys want a live unboxing? I don't know. I gotta check with my boss on that. Amir, am I allowed to do a live unboxing?
That's totally up to you, Haas.
No, I mean on the main channel. Is that verboten?
I mean, live live. The algorithms are completely different for live versus created content.
Okay, I will get you guys a live unboxing. I have one here that I have not checked out. Wait, I think it's already available. Hold on, let me just double check myself before I get myself in trouble. Can I already buy it? I think you can already buy it. If I can already buy it, then I can talk about it. I'm pretty sure you can.
I mean, Edgar, if you already have a Brad Pitt movie where he's playing an F1 driver, he's like 62, I'm pretty sure Tom Cruise can do NASCAR. I mean, what is that? I think, was it Alonso's the oldest F1 driver at 42, 43, 44, something like that? Brad Pitt can do it. Tom Cruise can too.
All right. So right here, I have, they're calling it the Hori Farming Vehicle Control System.
Ooh, sounds fancy.
And it's like a wheel, a joystick, and a pedal set. Because, like, when you're doing, like, the side hoe. Yeah, that's right. I said side hoe. I got a side hoe. You want a joystick, not a steering wheel. But when you're driving the tractor over, you use the steering wheel, right? That's how a modern tractor. Yep. So, anyway, it's here. Can I pull it up over here? So, yeah, I have not... I know what it is, right? But I have not physically seen it and tested it at all. I've never seen one in person. And I actually went out of my way to get this. And then this box is the Hori truck wheel.
Oh.
So I could probably do both of those as live, or one of those at least as a live unboxing and see how it goes.
Okay.
And then let's see. That stack I can't really talk about. So if I can't talk about it, then I can't do a live unboxing, right? that makes sense, I hope. Okay, let's see. Where else? What else? We already talked Forza. But I'll work on it. Get in our Discord. I'll try to get a little bit of advanced warning so you guys know it's coming up, not just like do it spontaneously so that it happened and you have to watch the replay. But I like doing a live unboxing. That sounds kind of fun. You might have to endure a little me doing some camera setup work, so you might see a little behind the scenes. So I might put the camera a little far away and have to walk over to show you what I'm doing because I'll have to film the unboxing with the actual main camera. Just don't speak while you open it.
There you go.
No, we're gonna do both.
Right.
We're gonna do the. You guys will be privy to watching the studio version unfold, but that doesn't mean we can't talk. But we do have to film it serious like too.
Yeah.
Sean accidentally unboxes 10 kilos of coke. That'd be awesome because I'd sell it and be able to fund the show.
There you go.
I don't know what 10 kilos of coke. I don't know if that's a lot of money. It sounds like a lot of money. I don't know.
No clue.
Yeah, I have no idea. It sounds like a lot of coke.
I mean, it's more than what you have now, right? So
Yeah, I have
it's all
0 keys of coke. 0.
You're gonna be the next cartel drug
I
lord.
have 0 grams of coke. I have 0 coke, let alone 10 kilos.
I mean, we had Scarface. What would we call you? You need a name.
Taser face. Oh wait, no, that's already
Taser. Trickle Lord. There you go.
All right. Test.
Lord Cole Trickle.
Can I just be Cole? When needing a nickname, I just Cole. I just go by Cole. Michelangelo. I will have 0 money coming from this video now.
Oh, I think we've already been demonetized a long time ago.
Yeah, it was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep. What's your name? Taserface.
See, and then you're supposed to immediately laugh. Even the gold people laughed at him.
They did. Oh my god.
All right, so Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown is announcing their launch compensation package.
That game's still online.
It was so disappointing that they've had to release a launch compensation package.
Well,
The Porsche 911 Carrera Coupe Adventurer Edition from 1986, along with a pack of 5 Pioneers of the Solar Crown stickers, will be given to all Gold Edition players who played the game before October 12th.
I mean, the game came out 3 months ago, and they're finally now doing a compensation package.
Yeah, that's just for the failures and the dropping the ball that they've done.
Yeah.
That's not even getting things to where they need to be. This is just the I'm sorry package, right?
Yep. I mean, I still I see on the forums and stuff people are still having issues with it.
I love that wording though. Launch compensation.
Yeah. It's like, hey guys, we know we effed up, but here's our sorry we effed up package.
Oh, all right. Anyway, with that though, there is a new patch number 2, compensation and next steps. No tips, steps. Yeah. So maybe you're gonna have to try it again. You're our Solar Crown guy. I guess you're gonna have to try it again.
No, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you were. I don't even know if you were watching when I did my rank, because I was doing it solo, doing the show solo, and I went off on a tangent with Solar Crown, and I know I refused to support them, because you were a part of that email chain where I talked to you about how they wanted our YouTube analytics and all this other BS for them to give us a demo, or to give us a copy. I'm like, no, F that.
Yeah.
You guys should just see our channel, see what we do, and say yes or no. You don't need access to our analytics and all the other BS. Get the hell out of here.
Clayton Games are kind of weird. I worked for Clayton Games. They hired me to work their. They used to have WRC, right?
Right.
So I worked the Clayton WRC booth at a trade show. And we're talking to them about getting a copy of the game and everything. And despite the fact that they hired me to work their booth, they did not get me a copy of the friggin' game. And it was like, hello, you morons. Anyway, all right.
Yeah.
Moza has announced their R5 trucking bundle. Oh, that might be one of those secret boxes. I don't know. I didn't say it.
Yeah.
Might be. I said might. Oh. Whoa, my YouTube Whoa. My YouTube live, my control panel just shut down.
Stream is still good.
Billy was working. No. What was Billy working? It was a different game that Billy was working. Shit, what was that? But yes, that is where I met Billy in person. It was at E3.
Yeah.
Probably about 6 years ago. But I don't remember what game. It was not WRC. I worked WRC. Well, it could have been. It could have been the previous version or previous year. Because my memory is failing me. So anyway, the truck bundle comes with the TSW's truck wheel, the R5 base, and the SRP light pedal set, along with the truck mount, so you can mount it to a desktop position. All that for $549. So an R5 base, the truck wheel, a pedal set, and the truck clamp. Does not get you the multi-stock comp.
Which is weird. Like, why would you not include the multi-stock?
If I were going to do a bundle, a truck bundle, I would... Or I'd do 2 bundles, right? Cool. Do a second bundle. Like, do a pro bundle.
Yeah, do an option like with either the stocks or do an option with the pedals. Like, I don't understand. Like, here's our truck bundle, but you don't know. I mean, because to me, like, you would use the stocks all the time in trucks, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. The multi-stock's cool. If I showed it to you guys, I have mine here. I'll grab that as you guys look at the P500 pedals. They're talking about all the hop-ups and upgrades and the way you can get them. Here's the multi-stock, which is, I think it's really freaking cool, man. You see that? You got these. It's all little wiper switch. We've got our turn signals. We've got our cruise control settings. Yeah, it looks. Well, my brother's like, wow, that looks like super automotive. I'm like, yeah, that's sort of the point.
Is the feeling like very automotive feeling, or does it feel like it's just your gaming kind of controller?
Great question, because see how it looks? It looks awesome. It looks exactly like the lever on my brother's Mazda, right?
Right.
But it feels lighter. It's like just a little more like I'm guessing the arms are like probably plastic versus maybe it's a metal bar, but it feels a little hollow on the outside versus like the real automotive ones feel just a little bit more built for 100,000 miles maybe. I don't think it would break. It's not that kind of hollow, but no, it doesn't have that same feel. It looks at 1-to-1, feeling 75%.
Oh, they already know I'm a lost cause Star Fox. That's why. But no, because like I just wanted to compare because when I was at the Sim Expo, Sim Magic had their multi-stock that they're working on, and dude, that thing felt like very much automotive grade. Like it felt like they took it out of a real car and gonna put it onto the wheelbase. So I was just asking if this feels automotive grade or more like what you would get out of a sim, a piece of sim gear.
Nope, feels sim gear grade.
Okay.
Feels sim gear for that market, right? Because we're talking about this is intended to go on a $549 bundle. I mean, well, look, I mean, it's pretty lightweight, right?
Yeah.
So I would put it in that class. Like maybe like here's the 598. So I guess they had sold out of their pre-order. So the 598 wheel, which is only available in Europe right now, I believe, for pre-order. They closed the pre-orders because they sold out of the pre-order. And now it's back on pre-order, which means they probably ordered a second container already. But anyway, available starting November 29th. Wonder if I have one of those.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
Do you?
Are
you sure?
I don't know.
What's next week's video going to be about?
Next week's video, I think, is going to be I don't know. It might be that PXN button box, but I'm going to have to do more than that. Yeah, I got their button box, their control box, they call it, which I think is actually kind of cool. It's, $100 button box. It's not very expensive, But but it's kind of cool. No one really talks about button boxes anymore. Most of the high-end companies are charging $200-300 for a button box, and it's like, okay, well, I'm more interested in buying a high-end wheel than a high-end button box in 2024.
Right.
So yeah, I think it's kind of cool. Very civilian like this.
Yeah.
The PXN control box is very civilian, not super race inspired, but more like maybe even truck inspired. Might make a great truck button box.
Yeah.
All right, want to see Dan Suzuki talking about Simucube's active pedal?
I've had these on my rig for 1.5 years now, basically since release, and I used to hop.
All right, I heard enough. He's had him on his rig for 1.5 years. That's great. You can go watch the video. Let's see here. Now we have someone else talking about that. They're really so ever since Sim Expo. So here's my prediction, and tell me I'm wrong, and Simugoob, call me out if I'm wrong. I don't friggin' care. I'm guessing that they ordered like an entire container of these things, and Simucube now has like a gazillion active pedals sitting in their warehouse waiting for the Christmas rush of the $1,500 pedal. And you know, I don't know when they expect the sales to start piling in to clear them out of their inventory, but every day it seems since Sim Expo, they've had another video, active pedal, active. Simucube, I think of them as a wheel manufacturer, funny enough, but if you went to their Twitter page, you would think they were the active pedal company.
Well, I think what they're trying to do, especially now that they came out with the pros, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but I think it's because you had at the Gamescom, right, Moza announced their active pedals, or at least their version of what they call active pedals, and now you got Sim Magic, announcing that their active pedals at the Sim Expo. I think they're just trying to push as hard as they can to get people to buy their active pedals before the other guys release theirs. Because they're going to be at a much cheaper price.
Yep,
it's still going to be like it's still going to be higher, more higher end price, but it's not going to be anywhere near Simucube's price. So I think they're trying to push this as hard as they can before the other guys come out, and they kind of start killing their sales.
Good point.
Yeah.
And then they have another video that just came out 3 hours ago with Antti, their sales manager, taking you through his rally setup on Simucube rigs. Trust us, Antti knows a thing or two about speed. So. Anyway, some cool, entertaining stuff at Simucube's Twitter page. That's the main moral of the story or point. Let's see here. Track Racer announcing their 15% off Black Friday deals are beginning now, it looks like. So if you're looking for a deal there, I would expect, so now, and again, if now you're sitting there thinking, I'm getting ready to buy some sim gear, you might want to just scrub the brakes a little bit. And just kind of make sure that whatever you were considering isn't about to go on a massive sale or some kind of a sale. Because between now and the end of this month is when we're going to see all of the Black Friday, I'm going to air quote Black Friday sales, because it might happen sooner than that too.
Yep.
Let's see. Traction talking about the V1.53 open beta begins in American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator. We talked about this a couple episodes again, but I do mention it because if you forgot, it is out there and it is ongoing and getting better. We also mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, but I'm going to mention it again just because a lot of questions about Assetto Corsa Evo. What are they doing with it? And yes, it will be made for consoles as well. And we know that the consoles will be a completely separate version, so that will be at a different release date. It'll, it could still be on the same engine, but it will be a different build. It's not going to be a port over, which is great news. Great news.
Yeah.
Pump the active brakes. There you go. All right, here's a cool video. This is a sunny day in Century Bay, and this is Underground Garage. Their official launch trailer.
Yeah, I like this. I'm really curious. I mean, if you want to play the video too, I'm really curious about this title because it's combining drift while also building your own drift car, kind of like Car Mechanic, but then you build. It's kind of like a Car Mechanic, and then building your own drift car so you could take out and race and drift. So like I'm pretty curious about this one, and while I want to try it out, I want to give it a go, man, because I liked Car Mechanic Simulator.
Sure.
And now trying building your own car and then taking it out for drifting, kind of then you get to go out and race against other people and everything like that. So I think I'm curious with it, man. I'm interested with it.
That is cool. I mean, can you imagine? So when I played Car Mechanic Simulator, it was back when they had VR. I honestly think they kind of killed that game because they removed VR, and I haven't played the newer version because I was like, wait, this is like the greatest VR game ever made, actually. And and I couldn't believe that they took away what I thought was maybe the greatest part of that game.
Right.
And if they had just added more detail to what they had, I would have bought the next version for sure. And I didn't buy the new version because it didn't have VR. This was the first case of Sean, no VR, no buy.
Right.
I love the idea. Can you imagine you finish the race on iRacing and you got to go turn your car around and you literally got to put your VR, whether you race in VR goggles or not, but you go put your VR on and it's like, hey, you know what? Time to change the brake pads, time to change the oil.
Yep.
We're going to have to nut and bolt the whole car. Make sure, you know, when you nut and bolt a car, if you don't know racing terms, I'm talking racing terms. If you've ever worked for a race team, in real life racing, after the car comes off the track and the mechanics take over, one of the first things usually done is called a nut and bolt, and you'll clean the car off, and then you'll do a nut and bolt where you're literally taking a wrench, and you're just every single nut or bolt or screw, you are just double checking that it's still tight, that it hasn't wiggled loose. You're not adding torque, you're just checking, and part of that checking is to make sure that you've looked at everything. And so even though some things might not even technically need to be nut and bolt checked, it's an area of the car that you're visually inspecting while you're there, looking for broken pieces, looking for hairline cracks, looking for any other kind of damage or wear. And so anyway, getting off the track in iRacing, we finish our race on Sunday at Suzuka. Wouldn't it be awesome if at some point between you got that moment and you getting back on the track again, you had to put a couple hours in VR to repair and get your car ready for the next day, the next event?
Yeah.
That would be very, very cool.
That'd be really cool. Yep.
No one's going to build that game, but that gets back to almost like the NIM Cross concept of what iRacing originally was.
Yeah.
So iRacing, if you broke a fender on Sunday in the race, you had to pay for it, not out of your iRacing bucks. You're going to have like virtual money to build your race team. So this is before, let's call it before first racing even, when NIM Cross was like taking it from NASCAR 2003 to the next generation. NIM Cross was a big part of that with things he was looking to do on his own. And then he became one of the first hire. He was the first hire of iRacing, by the way. Anyway, the concept was that you had to pay for any damage that you did to the vehicle. So you know, on Saturday, you're paying race entry fees, you're paying for tires, you're paying for fuel, you're paying for manpower. Then you race on Sunday and you get your earnings from the race, and now you got to pay for crash damage and have enough left over to pay your guys to do all that for the next week. Really cool concept. It would have been really sophisticated. It would be like a financial sim within a racing sim.
Yeah.
So, traction, talking about Piston Motorsport, 2 new cars and 1 track added the what's nascent? I don't know this word. NASCENT? What is that word? What does that mean? I'm going to look it up.
Adding 2, I'm looking. Oh, Nascent, that's the name of the company.
Oh, okay, thank God. I was like,
Yeah.
It's very rare that a word in the English vocabulary comes up that I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay,
Those
but
are the guys.
nascent is a word, though. It's an adjective. It means just coming into existence and beginning to display signs of future potential. Ooh.
Yep.
I didn't know that word. I learned something today. I love
There
it.
you go.
Man, I love learning. I really love learning. Anyway, so yeah. What is the new car?
So they got a new F2 car.
The Formula 2 Argentina.
Formula 2 car.
That's right. We talked about that before.
And then they're also releasing like a Beetle-esque kind of car.
Yeah. Look at that. I see. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And the Autodromo Ciudad. Oh, hold on. Let's get that disclaimer. Autodromo Ciudad de Rafaela.
Close enough, buddy. You were close enough.
Okay. So, Pista. Oh, look at that. Look at that little bug thing.
Yeah.
That's kind of
pretty
cool.
cool.
It's like a Super
Yeah.
Legends.
Exactly. A little bit, yeah.
Nascent. Is that how
Nascent,
we
yep.
say it? Okay, nascent.
Nascent,
Every day is
yep.
a school day. Every day is a school day. If you try. Should be. All right, let's talk about some Sim Pit racing. Let's look at a few rigs, and then let's get out of here. Sim Pit Rally season number 3 is a wrap. It's over. Finale. Finito. Finished. PC Deadman winning the season by a very narrow margin. It was nail biter to the end between him and Jeff. PC winning the day, 202 points. I should say winning the season. Jeff SMKU finishing in second place. Alesh Mom finishing in third. Great job to our podium finishers after a real tough season. Really good turnout for another season. So season number 3 was a success. I did not get out there, which is unfortunate. I apologize. It was a tough, let's just say it was a tough season for me in the road and rally. It's been tough for me. Anyway, I'll do my best next time to get out there with you guys. But Max Power finishing in 4th. Dirge finishing in 5th. Fearless in 6th. David S. two-time champion David S. finishing in 7th. Bloody McGee, Mr. Joa finishing in 8th.
Yeah.
Yukamina. Who's Yukamina? Ikamina. I don't know Ikamina. That's a new name for me. Finishing in 9th, and Betty Racing in 10th. Great job, everybody. 23 total finishers in the points. PC Deadman winning 27 stages. When we say that, each rally had, 8 stages, right? So
it depends. Each one was different. Yeah.
How many events are there? Rally? That's crazy. Jeff winning 16, and Fearless finishing in 8th. Overall event wins, Jeff won 5 of them. PC won 3. So PC showing extreme consistency to win the championship in points is what that means. And Fearless winning in 2, Bloody McGee 1, and Yukamina winning 1 as well. Should be called the Callum Rally. It should.
Right.
All right, Sim Pit Road Series. We are at Suzuka, which is, oh my god, I had so much fun racing at Suzuka. Another day, I was kind of just getting up to speed. I'm getting there. Let's see, my fast lap was a 52.2, so I'm still a couple seconds off of the fast guys. Let's see here. Amir ran a 51.2. Or no, that's Johnny Alford. So anyway, at Suzuka, in the pro class, it was Worst Fressers. Neil McDougall winning the team name, Worst Fressers. Neil McDougall winning the race. No.
You're right.
What happened?
Yeah, Johnny finished second.
Oh yeah, Joe had an issue. That's right. I was chasing him down at the end.
Yeah.
Johnny Alford finishing in 2nd. Amir Assad in 3rd. Joa 4th. Sean 5th. Labano, Nickel, Slissons. In the amateur class, it was Joseph Spacek winning the race. Wouter Van Morik finishing in 2nd. Nick Batista finishing in 3rd. And with that, here's what our standings look like. Our pro class. Neil McDougall with a, 16 point advantage over Joa in 2nd. Andrew Slisson sitting in 3rd place. Labano and Nickel round out our top 5. Amir is just out of the top 5.
I missed one race, and I lost so many points because of that, just because of missing one race.
That's harsh.
Yeah. It was either Sim Expo or race, so, I mean, you have to pick what you can pick.
You got to do what you got to do. Joa checked the wall. That's right. I remember I was chasing you down. By the way, I know you were definitely trying hard to stay. I was going to stay behind you, Joa. You were going fast enough that I don't know if I really had a chance at passing, but I had no intention of passing with you being in the points and me not. I didn't think that'd be very fair. I saw your car was struggling badly, but good job finishing. In the amateur class, overall in points, it's Nick Batista leading the way with 174, which is a 9-point advantage over Wouter Van Morik. Brandon Carl sitting in 3rd. Joseph Spacek and Phil Scrutton rounding out our top 10. Yep. All right, let's see here. Tomorrow is the Campbell Veterans Memorial Foundation Road America CVMF Invitational. I'm going to be there. I know Amir's going to be there. I know Edgar's going to be there. We will be streaming the event here on the Sim Pit channel. And let's see, the main stream. So they're going to do a broadcast stream. Are we going to stream or are we just going to let them?
We are.
Okay, so we're going to broadcast more. But there will be an actual stream of the race with announcers from turn 200. Edgar, are you going to stream also? I know you're involved in this and you put a Frito Sport. Edgar has put in a lot of time and energy Also, there was a talk. I'm going to throw this out, Edgar. This isn't a challenge. This is just a question. We were talking about maybe doing a dual community rally type event, Simpit versus Frito Sport, or I'm using the word versus very loosely there. By the way, it's not like a big challenge, but hit me up if you'd like to do something like that. Callum brought it up, and I thought it was a really good idea. So, anyway, tomorrow morning, 10:30 is where the broadcast will start on Turn 200, and probably about the same time for me and Amir. We gonna do a dual stream? Is that our plan? We gonna do like we do for a Sunday race?
The road race.
Okay. So, and then we'll be doing that on Sunday as well. And then here's the flyer for the event. And the sign-up sheet, still probably time to get in there if you wanted to and make a donation to the charity. Ken's a great guy, helps out a lot of people. All the proceeds from the event are going to support the Campbell Veteran Memorial Foundation. And I got my sign-up in, and I will be writing a check over to support that great cause as well. Yep. So not just racing in the event, but making a donation to help Ken, who helps so many people out with it. All right, let's see here. What are we looking at here? This is the octane shifter deconstruction. So Simrig, you're here still, right? I saw you in chat. Deconstructing the I reviewed one of these, really cool shifter for the money, the octane shifter, giving it a little bit of a flare job with some 3D wrap and some paint, and just making it look a little hotter. So we got a couple pictures of the progress of that work. The trimming of the 3D wrap looking pretty good. Mine is just all aluminum colored, right? So that's an improvement. And then here what we're looking at is, you guys asked for help. We did some today. I don't know how to do this. Can you help me? And if it's not me, if it's not Amir, someone in our community is likely a user of that product or has gone through a similar type thing and might have great ideas. That is why I always encourage you to get into our Discord channel. Not only are everybody there so cool and fun to hang out with and talk with, but they're extremely helpful and knowledgeable people. So if you're looking for guidance or help in the world of sim racing, I can't think of a better place to get live help than within the Simpit Discord channel. With that said, I also have a section where these pictures are coming from. It's called Post Your Rig. If you post pictures of your rig, I will show the whole world your rig, because I'd rather look at your rig than just some nobody on Reddit. So anyway, what we're looking at here is John Ballagron, who hit Amir up for help in our Discord channel. And hey, I'm trying to figure out how to do the button box as best as I can for my rig. And Amir was like, no problem. You just get one of those Visa adapters that kind of has you can adjust the angle on it, and it should bolt up right to your button box, and then you just bolt that to your sim racing rig. And so here we have John's version. I love this button box, by the way.
It is. It's really cool. I love the LED lights on it.
Yeah, he's got the Harley sticker on there. Oh, he plays some truck stuff, huh?
Yep.
That is all set up. Look, he's got the long shifter for the trucking. There it is. That's definitely some truck stuff. And look at these extra long toggles, which reek of truck work. Oh, and duh! Come on, Sean. Be a little more alert. What's on his screen?
The game.
The game, ATS. What do you know? There it is, right there in your face. And he's watching Duke lose to Miami in football. Has Duke ever had a good football team?
No clue.
I know they're good at basketball, but I've never heard of Duke in football. Can't believe they're even on TV. Man. I've never even seen Duke football on TV, to be honest with you. Anyway, great looking rig, John.
Yep.
And thanks for posting that. So yeah, if you'd like to see your rig on the channel, go into our Discord, go to the section that says Post Your Rig, and tell us about your rig. What's in the other room? Oh, did we have some voyeur work to do, Tom?
I don't know.
Oh, I see some Crocs.
I'm about to say, I saw a pair of Crocs. That's about it.
Those look like Duke Crocs. No, Oh, it's a sad game. His team's losing to the Hurricanes. I have never put Crocs on my feet. Ever. And looks like Christmas wrapping paper. I know you can bedazzle and bling bling your Crocs, because like McDonald's is selling like the kids' meals were coming with like Crocs flare.
Oh my god. No comment.
Was that real wood floors? Yes, those look like real wood.
Yeah.
Unlike my Pergo wood. I remember an apartment I walked into once, and I'm like, "Oh, look, these are like those reconditioned rustic wood floors, you know, like
Right.
Like I wonder where it was." I was all excited, and then I looked, and it turns out it was Pergo. And I was like, "Oh, jeez." I mean, that was on first sight. I know the difference. I was in real
Right.
estate. I know the difference between wood floors and Pergo very quickly. But all right, I'm gonna show you a few, and then I'm gonna go because I gotta pee. Let's see how it started, how it goes so far. Look at this, look at this.
Wow.
I don't even have the words. I do.
I mean,
I do
hey,
have the words. It's called.
he gets a lot of sim racing in.
Dude, buy a towel. Like, you don't have to have the spring stick in your ass. You don't. You could just like put a towel over that.
That's how much that dude enjoys sim racing. All right, I give him a pass. Like, he spends way more time sim racing than I do.
Even the picture is terrible. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a home built. That is an all metal Deathmobile with the Sim Magic setup. That's nice. Nice improvement. Maybe he likes the spring.
Maybe.
All right, there's play seat. FOV. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We have a FOV violation, people. All right, almost 3 years. She served me quite nicely. There's a nice example of a monitor on an arm, probably a mullet rig setup.
Yeah. I mean, it's Gran Turismo. He can be forgiven.
We got a GT Omega. Oh, he's got his wheel cover on so it doesn't get dusty.
There you go.
Oh, nice looking game room. All right, so this guy, he's a Yankees fan. I think that's the... Oh, wow, we get a supreme zoom. Is that Islanders? I think that's Islanders. Yep, he's an Islanders fan. Ooh, Mexico. So this, I'm assuming... Yeah, soccer. I was going to say it's got to be soccer.
Yep.
Definitely a New Yorker here, by the way. This is absolutely... He's got a Ali, the famous Ali knockout picture. That guy's very... Well, this is his dedicated room, I'm assuming. That's how you get it. If you have the money... Oh, this guy's over-the-top Yankees fan. Oh, I'm so sorry. Who posted? Benito Blanco, I am so sorry because my Dodgers annihilated your Yankees. Sorry. I don't even care that much, but I just had to. All right, let's see. Another rig. Wow, that is the biggest... What do you call that piece of the seat that blocks your helmet from going? I've never seen one this large. Or is that a speaker?
No, he's blocking his face.
No, that's a speaker.
No. Maybe it's a butt kicker. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see if haptics are an end game. Little DIY haptic kit there, it looks like. Yeah, and there's a nice quadruple screen rig. I like that. That looks like our community right there.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a NASCAR guy. Got his HendrickCars.com. HendrickCars.com hat. Yeah. All right. Anything else? Anybody? Anyone? Any questions, thoughts, concerns, comments, arguments, gripes, rants? All right, I think we're all done. Where'd Amir go? Oh, wait, hold on. How come nobody said that? Oh, I know. That happened when I went to the shifter. How come nobody said anything before then? I thought you people had my back. Don't you know I'm already at... Don't you know I am 24,000 dropped frames into this? Don't you? Don't you know I need better support than that? Thank you, Joa, by the way.
I blame Tom.
All right, I'm done. I can't believe I looked at that and it's 24,000. It's been a shit stream.
No, it's been running pretty smooth.
Have you guys been getting a lot of buffering and missed frames on your end? From my if I went by what I'm looking at on OBS, we've lost 25,000, 6.6% of our frames. So 1/20th the show is gone forever, never be seen again. And my CPU is only 2.2, so it's got to be bandwidth, which means I get a fight with my cable company.
You know, buddy, at the end of the day, it'll be all okay. Because you know what we're gonna do after this? Is we're gonna go enjoy the weekend.
Okay. If you say so.
I'm trying to be the positive, happy guy here. All right.
I got nothing.
You know,
I got nothing.
You know, we got the weekend. We've got Ken's charity race tomorrow. We've got our Simpit Road League on Sunday. It's gonna be a great weekend, man. Come on, let's do this.
All right. All right, yeah, that's gonna do it. Well, I'm glad everyone says it's no buffering. Everything looks and sounds fine on your end, so it's just what I'm looking at. That's fine. Cool. I'm glad to hear that. That's good. All right. I'd like some snow. I'm not gonna get any, but all right, I have it. That's it. So like we said, tomorrow morning, 10:30 my time, 10:30, we will be doing the memorial race, the Campbell Veterans Foundation Memorial Race. We'll be live on the Simpit channel. You'll also be able to find the stream of the race on Turn 200 if you want to hear the announcers. Maybe do both. And then Sunday morning, we'll be live for the Simpit Road Racing League. And beyond that, I have a lot of work to do, and I got to go to the bathroom. So we're going to bring this one to an end. So anything else for you, Amir? I think I'm all done.
Nope. All good, buddy. I'm ready to start the weekend.
Yeah, me too. All right, everyone. Get out there. Do some sim racing. Have yourselves a great weekend. Come out and join us for the racing over the weekend, and maybe you'll be on track. If not, you can watch the stream. And have a good one, everyone. We'll see you next one. Next Friday, be back for another pit stop. Hopefully, I'll be in brighter mood, better spirits. Who knows? Anyway, this is the Simpit. I'm Sean Cole. That is
Amir.
And we will see you on the track.